Hey guys, it's Sean ToGA, brother. Hey, sorry. So the first video I did was in portrait, and I know you guys don't like portrait movies. So we're gonna do it in landscape, show you a broader picture, okay? Unfortunately, this place was a pretty big, significant part of my time here in Texas, okay? But unfortunately, we're having to leave. Now, it's actually from our decision to move out. Had nothing to do with us being evicted, had nothing to do with us not paying. It had everything to do with us deciding we wanted a place with different amenities, different features, a little closer to places that we would typically travel to, such as work, such as my roommate's school. So we're kind of living in the same complex right now, the new place, and it's going to be more convenient. I think it's actually closer to a lot of other places on the street and on the road. So for that matter, we're gonna say goodbye to this place in a more formal manner. That right there is my bathroom. And actually, that right there that I'm pointing to is my walk-in closet. Right over there is my walk-in door to my bedroom, right? And in that area is the kitchen / living room, okay? We're gonna go in there next. I'm gonna show you my bedroom. And we're gonna do it in a farewell type of video. So again, there's the door. That's where I kept my socks, my underwear, and my small low socks, okay? There's my trash can. I just keep a regular trash can in my bedroom to keep trash together, keep pests from running around this place, which, by the way, haven't had any in here, so knock on wood. Okay, that's my TV. It's a 65-inch. I had this on my desk as a monitor / TV, so I would use it as a desktop monitor while I was on my bed, which I had a bed, an actual mattress. It's my air mattress, my blow bed, okay? But my mattress is in there in the living room, okay? This is a dresser that I just inherited a little bit ago, a couple days ago, because it was left by the stairs and nobody claimed it, so I claimed it. It was as if no one wanted it. There was nothing in there but like small knickknacks like paper clips and like one spoon and like packets of sugar or something like that. So obviously they were leaving it out, okay? So moving on into my my bathroom, okay? This is where I spent second part of my time here, okay? My bathroom. Cabinet full of travel accessories. A whole bunch of storage in there. Kept a bunch of stuff in these drawers. Some air freshener, you name it. And there's my shower. I just installed that shower curtain from like Walmart. It was like a $3 shower curtain, cheap plastic one. Because I want to shower here tonight so I'm all clean, and then wrap this up and take this with me to my new place so I don't have to buy a curtain, liner in my new place. So that is my towel. I bought that from Costco. We're gonna walk in my walk-in closet. Okay. This is a bag of just random shit that was left in here. Sorry, stuff that was left in here. Sorry, I apologize for using foul language. Those are all my hangers, which I will be taking with me. All of them. And then that's a box of hefty vacuum bags, which I never end up getting to use because I just had a lot of storage. So I'm gonna be taking that with me. These are all hang-up shirts, which I'm gonna take with me. That's my walk-in closet. Okay. Come with me. We're gonna go into the living room, okay? Welcome, guys. You're in my living room right now. So that's my mattress right there. That is my platform. It is a motorized platform. It raises the head. So if you have like GERD or acid reflux, it raises your head for you. Okay. that was the desk I had. It is massive, it's heavy. I no longer want it because the new unit has an integrated desk into the actual apartment unit itself. So I will be using that way more than I ever did this. Plus, I can use that as a TV stand like it is for my bedroom, and I will be using a smaller one. No, I have a smaller TV which is going to go in my bedroom. That's going to go in the living room. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. These totes here, these plastic totes here, that's going to go into my unit. We're going to pack all this stuff up tomorrow morning in a big box truck. We're going to bring it over to my new unit. And this is what I kept all of my tools. I have all kinds of unique tools, house tools, specialty tools, oil change tools, car tools, you name it, okay? I kept them all in here, and honestly, it just stayed in that corner for like 98% of the time, okay? In this box here, I have a bunch of job shirts from my old job, but since my new job has a new uniform, I put them away in this box, and I'm gonna get rid of them, donate them, whatever. Okay. This is the kitchen. This is where I spent a pretty significant portion of my time as well. All right. So that is our dishwasher, under cabinet, sink, you name it. Now I did have bar stools that were in here, okay, that were along that table edge. And I used to eat on there. We chatted on there, had conversations on there. It was pretty fun, pretty good. But not anymore, okay? And just so you know, the dishwasher is clean. The cat licked them. So, that was a fun little way of knowing whether it was clean or dirty, okay? All right. Now, in that door there, okay, let me see. Now, in this door here was a pantry. And actually, if you want to see, I will show you. Okay, granted, most of the food is taken out, but we just had random food, grocery bags, like trash bags, small ones that you can put in the bathrooms and stuff like that. We had vegetables, we had noodles, and I had cups like styrofoam cups and party cups, you name it, okay? And then we did have a mop that was down there in the bottom that we used to clean this place, okay? I am gonna take these magnets with me. They're gonna go on my kitchen, okay? Because they're all magnets from places I've been. San Diego. I haven't been to El Salvador. This one was actually given to me. I went to Buc-ee's in Ennis, Texas. I went to Lima. Been to San Diego. This is just a funny magnet. It's actually from a YouTuber. If you know him, his name is Sketch. Okay. And then up there was more storage. And then all these cabinets. We use this sometimes to heat food up, but folks, let me tell you something. You want to know a game changer? Get you an air fryer. This thing we've used like 80% of for all of our meals. Okay. Now, we did end up cooking on this countertop, this stovetop. It was pretty good. Last thing I actually ever cooked in here was, I think, barbecue spare ribs to try to eat them up. They were good, but we didn't really cook a whole lot in there. We pretty much just were living a active lifestyle. So there's only pots and pans and just a bag of random stuff, which I'm going to take with me. Okay. And here we just had storage. I used to keep my camera stuff down in this little cubby right here. That was there. I have some drink stuff in here. And believe it or not, that is my very first pet I had owned. His name was Simba. So he's in there. And then those are party glasswares that I have for decoration. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you my roommate's room, but you can see the lights right there. That's where they sleep. Okay, for obvious reasons. I'm not going to show you. And then in our unit, we had a full stacked front loading washer and dryer. Was pretty nice. That was the actual dryer. That was the washer. By the way, these work really efficiently and effectively. You can get your stuff done in 20 minutes flat. It's pretty scary. Yeah, full size, and they were in this closet right here. Okay. And then this was our little thermostat, which we used all the time. It was crazy. We can actually set this and it would stay that way. Now, unfortunately, this one was locked. As you can see, the keyhole right here, we never fixed with it, but this is where maintenance would get in and change the air filters and you name it, all that good stuff. And then this was our front door, okay? Believe it or not, one time we actually had to take this unit off here and have regular keyhole lock like this to open and out, because when I came in like the third or fourth day to my unit, I couldn't get in because this was having issues with my key fob. It would not let me in. It was saying it was dead. So I had to change this out for like a month and a half. It was crazy to me. So, and this was our light switch. This was the front door, as you can see. This is the kitchen light set. And if you don't already know, it actually turns on the fan over there, okay? Living room. And then that switch right there actually activates the room fan, the filter fan. So if you're cooking something and want it to ventilate, you can use that. What else do I want to show you before we go? I think that's about it. Later on, I'll show you outside before we go. Yeah, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. But one last thing I want to show you that this place was notorious for. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to see it or get to see it, but I want to show you. Okay, so you guys see out the window, right? You guys see that pathway? Okay, well, that pathway, believe it or not, right above there, that apartment unit across the way, right? What's going to happen is planes will fly over directly over above our apartment unit. It's crazy. We live on a direct path of all planes inbound. It is wild. I won't tell you which runway because obviously I don't want you to know where I live, but yeah, we live under a runway. Or we live under an approach path to a runway. So, but yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film the rest of it when we leave here so that you guys know. Oh, and one more thing. I ended up buying this carpet at Walmart, and this was in the living room. Now, I did have a blow-up couch that was kind of fun, that was against this wall, but it started leaking, so it was a cheap $30 one. I wasn't too worried about it. Now, if it was an expensive one, that's a different story, but it was a cheap one, so I'm not fretting about it. But that's it, guys. This is the whole package. I think that's it. Now, yeah, that also. So let me show you on this one here. Sorry for those of you guys that are motion sick. I'm sorry, but I'm carrying you with me. I didn't want to do it vertical up and down. I wanted to do it horizontal so you guys didn't have to change your camera settings. But there you go. Can you see it now? Across the street? Okay, you see right there? that little light, that's about where they fly over. So they come from there all the way overhead and fly over every single day, every hour, and every half hour, on the dot, every day. It is insane. Now, because I work in an airport, I'm used to it. But for the average person, it would be a nightmare. Okay. Do you guys see that one right there? They're actually coming in to land. Now, this light right here is going to follow that aircraft right there to land. So they're not landing on the approach path, this one, which they must not be using right now in an airport that they are landing on. So we'll see. But that's it, guys. To be honest, I'm probably going to cry tomorrow because this was one of my favorite places to live when we came out here. It was the first place I got my first tattoo. Pretty proud of that. I got this tattoo. I got this tattoo. I got this tattoo. And most importantly, this tattoo. So, alright guys, that's it. That's all that I've got for you. I appreciate you watching me. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to dig up this this whole wood place, the wood planks. They're gonna have to redo it. So, guys, I cannot say enough good things about this place. I will tell you about it in another video, obviously when I leave, because I don't want to show you and tell you where I live now for security purposes. Guys, I'm sorry, but there's wackos on the internet. I'm not going to get myself into that, okay? So, anyway, I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments, drop them down below. You guys know what to do. And please, if you do, subscribe to me, which there should be a button right down there, or it could be right over there, right over there, okay? And if you would like to see other kinds of content, let me know that too. Until next time, guys, I'm Sean, the ToGA brother. I'm out.